Hey, it's me, Lara. This time I'm not whinging about not being able to afford 9-inch nails. I'm actually gonna be doing a tutorial on how to backcomb dreads. Now, there are heaps of tutorials out there on how to make dreads, but none that specifically describe how to backcomb properly. Now, what you're gonna need today is some KK jumbo braid fiber, or you can use Kikko Silky, you can use mono fiber, whatever you like. Now, for this, I'm making a medium red dread of about Sharpie thickness. So this one's going to be pretty chunky. So anyway, you double the hair over your little rig. I've just got a piece of material hanging from one end of the chair to the other. And now this is for backcombing with a regular comb, like this. Anyway, so what you do, basically you want to get the dread you want to go from thick up here to very thin at the ends. Now, you start by backcombing the fiber, just back up itself, and then you end up with that. Now you pull it out because you want to smooth it out, and you pull it apart like that, and you bring it together, smooth it out, and go again. As you can see, my rig is not really that sturdy unless I've got my feet at the legs, so same thing. You just pull it apart, smooth it out. And just keep going with it until you start to get a taper. Also, go underneath. Just keep smoothing it down. It's pretty fluffy up the top already, and I haven't really done much. Now do the sides and pull it out. This one's going to be extremely tapered. I can already feel it. Thicker dreads tend to taper more higher up than like evenly. As you can tell, I've pretty much put all the knots up the top. Now to backcomb the bottom. Pull it out, break it apart, pull it out and backcomb. Everyone who makes dreads don't always use this method. That's why their dreads can come out pretty soft and squishy after they've been sealed. But I'm not going to go on to sealing because that is a personal option. Backcombing is pretty much straightforward. Once you get down the bottom, just use these combs. Half the teeth are wide, the rest are pretty narrow, and so just do the bottom with the narrow part. Just pull it out until you get some even knotting throughout the whole dread. And I obviously pulled some hair out, so that goes to the rubbish. Just smooth it out. Now, where the loop is, you will want to backcomb that a little bit just to get it solid. So when you seal it, you get a nice loop. And just smooth it out. Before you seal, just run your hands through it. Now, a well backcombed dread will be erect. It will stand up. See? So, even if you smooth it out, it will still stand up. This is a technique of I Puke Glamours. She posted on the old Heavenly Hair boards. It's now hairextensionsforum.com. When you grab a small piece of hair and lift it, if the dread comes up, it's well backcombed. I know it sounds a bit rude, but that's just the foolproof method to make dreads. Obviously, if you're using less hair, it's the same principle. This one's going to be probably about the thickness of a pencil. You just start combing it up itself till you have a ball. Pull it out, split it apart, smooth, go again. Keep smoothing it out, otherwise you're going to get weird loops and knots and lumps. It happens with silky hair as opposed to jumbo braid. Silky hair is a lot harder to work with because of its texture. It's a lot thicker than this stuff. This stuff is really fine. Even if you do straighten it, it will never have as much fullness as like silky hair or anything. So you only have to use a little bit of silky hair if you're going to use it to make dreads. There's all sorts of combs you can use. You've got your standard little brushing combs. You can use long handled combs, rat tail combs, pet brushes even. A lot of people use pet brushes and metal flea combs. They work to some extent, but my preference is the regular household comb with different sized teeth. Now, tune up the end. This one's more evenly tapered than this one, but this one's still going to have a nice shape when it's sealed. It's obviously going to be a lot thicker than this one. So smooth it down, do the erection test. It works. It's backcombed. Silky hair is something like this. This, about that much hair, will probably make a regular size dread. So let's have a go, shall we? I use the thinner side because there's less hair. Poof ball. Pull it out. Back comb. Pull it out. Back comb underneath. Smooth it. Taper it. Yeah, stuff is a lot harder to work with than regular hair, so but they make nice dreads. For those wanting to know, okay, this one does the erection. This will probably turn out just a bit thinner than this one, but because the hair's a lot thicker, it won't be as thin. So here are your backcombed dreads ready to be sealed, but sealing is another story.